What's up guys, and welcome back to another Fort Aspenwood video. Here I am playing on the Kurzik side with Blinding Surge as my elite. So this elite skill does some good damage, has some area of effect damage as well, and it does deal the blinding condition. So this elite skill came out with the Nightfall campaign. Prior to this, you would maybe see Blinding Flash. Of course, this is an elite version. So here I'm using it against these Luxon longbows, making sure they're blind, can't hit me as we take over this Amber Shrine. So it's a fun elite to play, and if you're playing against a lot of melee, then it's a good one to bring. So I also have with me Chain Lightning, some more AoE damage, I have Lightning Surge, Shell Shock, Shock Arrow, my 2 attunement skills, and then to help me run this Amber a little bit quicker, I brought Dash. So Assassin is my secondary here. At the beginning of these matches on the Kurzik side, it's a good idea to try to run the Amber, either to repair the gates that have fallen, or to try to boost up God's Vengeance. You can always press U here to bring up this mission map, and then check to see if any of the gates have dropped. Since none have, I have to give it to Master Architect Gunther, and then God's Vengeance will go up by just a little bit. Here now I'll run back to this purple gate and then try to defend it against these hacking Luxons. You can see they have a minion master here that's summoning these with R of the Lich. They also have this Mesmer here casting Wastrel's Demise. So I need to be a little bit careful in case they do have interrupts. You can see just try to use Psychic Instability. Now I have a Elementalist on me as well, so they're doing pretty good damage. But ultimately, if I do die, I'll just respawn not that far away, not too far from the action. So I can just get right back into the fight. That's why usually on the Kurzik side, I don't worry about bringing self-heals. And oftentimes you will have a monk, a ritualist, someone healing on your team. So bringing self-heals is not my focus, especially as an elementist. My focus is dealing damage, taking down the Amber Shrines, taking down the Siege Turtle, and also, as you can see with Blinding Surge, to kind of take care of their melee. But here they have a warrior running up on me. Nice thing too is that I can cover blindness with cracked armor by using Shell Shock. Now oftentimes the cover condition just gets removed. Most monks do use draw conditions, so that will take off many conditions. But if the monk was just running something like Dismiss Condition or Mend Ailment, in that case, the cover condition would work well. And I should probably be using Shell Shock before I use my other skills. That way I do take advantage of cracked armor right away. And my next few skills would do a little bit more damage. I'm trying to kind of focus on this minion master because minions really do pretty good damage, so I want to try to take him down. But it's easier said than done. He might be using Taste of Death, I'm not sure. There he goes, yep, he uses it, so this is a way that he can stay alive pretty easily. In fact, that warrior there is actually using Purge Signet. So, kind of strange, you don't see that very often. It is a monk skill, it's a Signet, so it costs 0 energy. That will remove the conditions and hexes on him, but it takes a little bit of time to cast, so not really the most efficient thing for warrior to run. Luckily I'm on my 40-40 set, so I'll be casting hopefully a little bit quicker. I have a 40% chance of casting quicker, half cast, and also a 40% chance of having them recharge in half the time. So that's a good thing to do if you're facing an interrupter. I'd be able to cast a little bit faster. So their team is doing a pretty good job in terms of damage. So Mesmer's getting some nice interrupts on me, but where their team is really lacking is any kind of heals. So we'll slowly just that damage will keep on adding up. We'll keep on taking them down. They won't be able to keep their siege turtles up as long as we're attacking them. And really, that's a good game. I mean, if the Luxons don't have any heals, it's really difficult for them to win. Same thing for the Kurziks too, though. Kurzik side also needs to bring heals, so there's a balance. Sometimes you can have too many heals, right? Especially on the Luxon side, then you can't do enough damage to actually knock down the gates. Kind of more relying on the siege turtles to do all that damage. So there's a balance. Here I try to take out the siege turtle, or at least start doing some damage to it for my team to then attack it. I'm trying to kind of ping it to my team to get them to focus on it as well. And then there we go, it drops. Problem with their team right now is that you see there's individual players just running in. They're not really attacking as all one force, which is important to do. We have another siege turtle now. So here I am pinging it, trying to make sure that we attack it. Even though it looks like the game's over at this point, the team won't be able to win, we need to make sure to not get too confident. Still take out these siege turtles before they get too close. You see really this whole game too that energy is not really a problem at all for me. Especially with shock arrow, as long as they have cracked armor and I use it when shock arrow hits, then I do gain some energy. That plus my 2 attunement skills really allow me just to cast non-stop and really never have any energy issues. Even with having a skill like chain lightning causing overcast, energy is never really a problem during this game. Team is also doing a really nice job of running this amber, keeping these gates open, or keeping these gates closed, by giving that amber to the gatekeepers. So this is definitely helping us as well. There I tried to kind of cancel cast in anticipation of the interrupt, but he didn't even try to use an interrupt there. You can see we've got him pressed back really far now, so this is looking pretty good for us. With God's Vengeance now nearing its completion, it's pretty much our win. You see a couple minions up here attacking this green gate, but we have done enough. We secured this victory. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more content. Cheers.